Hey friends, and welcome to another YouTube video in which we're gonna speak about the 5 things that you have to do in order to effectively close sales deals. So to be honest, I have had that a lot. People getting them appointments and then not actually effectively closing a sale, or taking them forever, like 6 months to close a sale. And yes, I don't believe that even enterprise deals should take that long. So let me give you the 5 tips that they will help you just get your sales and work even better with your sales team to close those deals. But before I do, if you think that this content is interesting and that's something that you would like to see more things about, then all you have to do is subscribe to this channel and like this video, because then I will know that you actually care about this, and I will create more videos about it. And if you're polite enough and you want other people to see it, all you have to do is comment below with your latest sales success, and other people can actually see what you've been doing and get some understanding of if they're doing well or not. So what you need to do is that you have to have an established sales process. And I'm not just speaking about having someone following up. That's not a process, that's not a person following up, and that is something that a robot could do. What you need to have as a process is that you have to have the person expecting next call every time. So at the end of each call and before you close the call, all you have to do is to set up expectations for the next call. That's extremely significant, because then you actually have them expecting and waiting for your email and waiting for the next action. So for example, say to them that for the next call, I will need you to do a questionnaire and complete the questionnaire. This way, you actually get their interest and make sure that they will actually take the action. And if they don't take the action, this means they're not qualified. But if they do take the action, it means that they're more and more keen to the product. And the more touch points you have with someone, the keener they are to speak to you. And second of all, well, the second tip is something that has to do with time. Morning calls are more likely to be closed. And that's amazing, and that's something that has to do with human behavior, but there is a stat coming out from a research made in a jail. So when people are doing an exit interview, it was shown that it was most likely that they get a positive approval out of the judges if this was in the morning, and especially between 9 and 11 a.m. So make sure that you book all your call appointments at this time zone for your client. And the reason is that people are having less issues and are more happy in the morning, and as a result, they're more likely to close a deal. Tip number 3, negotiate your offer, not your price. And that's something that every salesperson does wrongly. So instead of trying to negotiate down someone on the offer, they negotiate themselves down on the price. So for example, if someone comes back to you and says, you know what, I don't like this pricing, I think that it could be 1.5k, then make sure that you explicitly say to them what they will lose with this offer, instead of saying, yes, we can do that for 1.5k. They always expect something to cost, but most salespeople don't actually do that. They instead just come up with excuses about why their product is bad, and as a result, they just give out so much good offers to many clients, which in the long run doesn't really help the business grow. Tip number 4, and that's a big one, and it is and has to do with the 7 principles of influence, and has to do with authority and building authority. And this is something that most companies don't do and don't successfully do. And this is really devastating, because it's a really simple action that you can take and will increase your likelihood so much. I'm doing that myself, and I will give you an example later on. But before I start, what you need to have is a sequence of emails before someone even jumps on a call with you. And those emails should be about building up your social profile as a salesperson, but also as a company. And what do I mean by that? So any publications you have as a salesperson and you've written stuff about your ICP, make sure you share them with them ahead. And the reason is that this will create authority, and this will lead to a dialogue that would be of high value for you. And then if you have any case studies about the clients of your company or any other case studies that they might be useful, make sure you send it to them directly. And the best way, again, here is video. And if you want, I'll be placing here a link to actually the tips of videos and how to create a good video. But for me, this is the essential thing, making sure that you share information that boost you and take you as an authority in the industry from the very first meeting. And the way I'm doing it myself, well, I'm pushing out YouTube content to prospects, right? So all these videos that I'm sharing with you, tips, they also go to my prospects and my clients, and I make sure that I actually give them value in those videos as I do right now. And the reason is that I built this social profile and share with them that I have knowledge around the topic. And not only that, but also the correlation between YouTube and the high influencers along with me, it gives a great potential to the clients. And then, last one, but not least, don't send a proposal until he's ready to buy. Most people, based on research, will avoid a sale when they actually get pushed into it. And I don't know if you've had it, if you had someone pushing a sales call and that just made you don't like the brand after all, or you just not feeling like fulfilling any business with them. I mean, I've had it many times, and it's something that is essential if you want to do business. So don't send out proposals, don't push people until they're actually ready to buy. Before you send a proposal, make sure that you've gone through all these stages that I've shared before, all these qualification stages that we discussed above. So make sure that in the first call you set expectations and you speak with them about the product and the solution. In the second call, ask them and say to them, is that something that you're really interested in? If so, then take those actions. Low commitment actions, actions that don't require much effort, but make sure that there is an action at the end of each of your calls. Thanks a lot for watching this video until the end. For you who stick here until the end, I have a special gift. And if you like to receive a guide with sales tips that I have created, then you can actually just comment below and I will send it directly to you. Apart from that, if you're still here, it means that this interests you, so make sure you subscribe and like this video so that more people see it. Thanks a lot for your time. Keep daydreaming.